Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Bill. Today's video is going to be an update for the Sunday campaign. This would be the mine part 3, so update video number 16. The party starts evacuating from the mine to regroup, heal up, and come up with other ideas. I was missing one of the key players, so he was the main push into the mine originally. So I'm sure when he returns, whether it be this week or next week, they're going to get another push back into the mine because there's a lot to explore down there. I used the checklist from the Lazy Dungeon Master last week when I prepped the mine, and I've again used the checklist this week to prep the surrounding area that they kind of got more information on last week. And this is the information they got. There was a cave that there sounded like breathing coming out of, that the hobbits know about, that's on the other side of the island, and nobody goes there. Then there's a ruin that under the full moon appears on the shore, and I gave it the 3 days of the full moon for its appearance. I'm using a dungeon that I know about from 2nd edition. I let the party interact with that dungeon a little bit, which I shouldn't have, because it was just after the full moon, so I kind of had it phasing there. So probably next game I'm going to have their interactions kind of fall flat, and they're not going to see much more of the dungeon. All they really saw was a courtyard and a ghost-like basilisk try to freeze them. And by freeze them, turn them to stone. And how it works in Pathfinder, if you're not familiar with it, or older editions of Dungeons & Dragons, 3rd edition, 2nd edition, you make a save versus that gaze, or you turn to stone. So failing the save once turns you to stone. And that's what they were able to avoid, which was good. There's another ruin that's off the shore that used to be on an island, like a small island that was off the shore, within a couple miles of the island. It is now underwater. Then they also had a fortification or a dungeon of some sort up inside the mountain's crater, the volcanic crater. And the party's sitting there kicking around ideas what to do. So they decide to go investigate the cave. I don't even think the whole party went. I think only one character really went. But they investigate the cave with the breathing sounds and find that it's an icy covered cave as they get deeper in, and then they find it frozen completely. They start to find like little boulders of frozen hobbits, because those are the main occupants of this island. And then they find a giant frozen boulder that has its head, just a head, sticking out of the ice, and the head is that of a white dragon. Upon leaving a token of gratitude to the dragon, adding to its treasure hoard, a gem, the dragon wakes up, shakes off the ice. The two characters have a conversation. Remember, this dragon is very abnormal. It's a very large white dragon. And by very large, I mean the white dragons don't get as big as this white dragon is. It is colossal in size. The second thing that's very odd is it wants to have a conversation. White dragons tend to be more territorial and more beast style. So this one's throwing the player off in a lot of ways. The dragon talks with the player talks with the dragon. They exchange some information. They answer each other's questions in some roundabout ways and some direct ways. And then the dragon offers to help the player after the player tells it about what's going on. One of the party members is stuck in a book, and the best way to describe the book is the cover of the book looks like the book from The Evil Dead. So there's your description of the cover of the book. And the dragon says, if you can bring the book, I can attempt to remove the person. If you can bring another person, I can swap places with the two people, which is more chances of success are greater doing that. And then the third one is I can attempt to destroy the book, which might free the person. So out of the choices that the character being, I won't say that character's evil 100% yet, but he leans towards evil. And he decides to get one of the NPC hobbits to follow him to the cave and exchange it for the soul that's trapped in the book, which is the gargoyle character. So they do that. The party takes and regroups. The archer has been healing his magic, and two of the players started making their third characters, if not three of the players. So they're going to add a lot more fun to what's going on. I have awarded XP up until this point for this island adventure, and I just need to remember to keep awarding XP for each night of gameplay. I've decided on how much XP they get per night, which makes it easy on me, since they are very overpowered and over-equipped for their level. They're going to enjoy this for as long as possible because I'm not trying to level them out of this very fast. If I leveled them out of this very fast, then they'll start dealing with stuff that is level appropriate, and if it's level appropriate, it's really going to mess with them. Which could also be enjoyable, it's just I, as a game master, have never got to really enjoy an overpowered party just running through stuff. So I'm looking at more of how can I describe the world, what challenges can I put in front of them that they can succeed at easily, what challenges can I put at them that will be moderate, and what challenges would be hard, mostly because it's a challenge they need to think about instead of what their equipment could get them through. I also have to be careful with combats because anytime I put something up against them, if there's more than one of them and they're powerful, say the challenge rating that the party can actually handle somewhere between 10 and 15, but if they start fighting more than one of those and they can actually start making hits on the party, the average damage normally from those creatures can kill the party in 1 to 2 hits, and they usually get 4 to 5 attacks. So those are a few things I'm balancing. This is the campaign update for the Sunday game. Tomorrow we plan to have another game. So look for that update next Saturday. Till we meet again.